As dusk falls, Virgard village is cast into deep shadows. Doors slam shut, sealing the villagers inside as an eerie silence blankets Virgard. Narrator, VO. In the cursed village of Virgard, no one opens their door after sunset. The deserted streets of Virgard echo with the haunting sound of jingling anklets. A flash of red sari flickers in the night, a forbidden silhouette. Narrator warns, anklets that jingle in the dark are ignored. Children are warned never to follow a woman in red. Inside the dim village hut, shadows dance ominously as a family huddles together, their fear palpable. The father, etched with worry, leans in, his voice hushed against the silence. He warns, his voice a strained whisper, never look at her feet. In the darkness of Virgard, a figure stands still, cloaked in shadow. The camera reveals feet twisted in an impossible way. The narrator's voice cuts through the night. Because if you do, you'll realize she's not walking away. She's coming toward you. In Virgard, a young Sanjana radiates youthful energy, her eyes shimmering with dreams. She moves through the high grass, the sunlight casting a golden glow on her playful movements. Narrator, VO. Her name was Sanjana. Once, bathed in the gentle glow of candlelight, Sanjana sits hunched over her textbooks, her brow a testament to her intense focus. Her parents stand in the periphery, their eyes reflecting a profound pride as they watch their daughter's dedication. The mother speaks with assured conviction, "You will be a doctor, my daughter." In a flashback to the village square, Sanjana's father stands wearily before the Mukhiya. The Mukhiya, old and indifferent, sits high above on a raised platform, his face unreadable. With pleading eyes, father implores, "Please, allow my daughter to study." In the heart of the village square, the Mukhiya stands tall, his cruel laughter echoing through the air. His voice drips with disdain as he proclaims, "A woman's place is in the kitchen, not a hospital." The villagers look on, their faces reflecting a mix of fear and resignation. A truck speeds down the highway under the cloak of night, leaving Virgard behind. Sanjana hides among sacks in the truck bed, peering back at her fading home. Her parents stand by the roadside, watching as the truck disappears into the night. Mother whispers, "Be safe, my child." In the heart of a bustling Delhi chawl, Sanjana stands resolute, her face a canvas of determination. She patiently waits in a long queue, her grip tightening on the metal pot. The narrator's voice echoes through the crowded chawl. She reached Delhi and stayed in a crowded chawl. Sunlight bathes the lively college classroom, illuminating Sanjana in the front row, her eyes gleaming with sharp intelligence. She clutches her books tightly, her ambition almost tangible as she envisions her academic dreams coming true. The air crackles with anticipation. Then the professor speaks, "Sanjana, you have topped the class." A vibrant Delhi street bursts with life, a sea of faces and sounds. Amid the chaos, Sanjana collides with Vicky, who seems lost in the crowd. Vicky's face lights up with surprise and relief. "You speak my dialect. I thought I was the only one here." Amidst the vibrant chaos of a Delhi street, Vicky and Sanjana share a meal, their laughter ringing out like a melody. Their eyes meet in fleeting moments of shared joy, sealing their bond. Narrator's voice echoes, "She fell in love." Sanjana's face glows with pure, unadulterated happiness. In the gentle glow of the room, Sanjana stands, her face illuminated by a soft smile, eyes sparkling with a mix of excitement and nervousness. Vicky turns to Sanjana, his expression a mixture of surprise and joy. Sanjana's voice trembles with emotion as she reveals, "You're going to be a father." In the dim light, Vicky's expression is an enigma. Vicky breaks the silence, suggesting, "Let's go away for a couple of days, just us." The room remains cloaked in shadow, the air thick with unspoken words. On a sun-drenched rural road, Vicky drives with Sanjana blindfolded, the heat radiating intensely. Sanjana, unable to see, asks, "Where are we going?" The car kicks up dust as it continues down the road, the landscape blurring past. Sanjana startles awake, her eyes wide with fear as she takes in the farmhouse's dim interior. Panic sets in as she realizes she is bound tightly to a wooden chair, the rough ropes digging painfully into her skin. The heavy, suffocating smell of gasoline fills her nostrils, confirming her worst fears. The farmhouse is bathed in sunlight. Dust motes swirl in the air, hinting at a life of simplicity and hardship. A palpable tension fills the air as Vicky turns, his expression hardening with resolve. Vicky declares, his voice sharp with finality, "You were never part of my future. You were a mistake." In the farmhouse, Vicky ignites a match, the small flame dancing ominously in the dim light. Sanjana's desperate screams shatter the silence as the fire begins to engulf her. "Show her mouth open," the narrator laments the tragedy. Her screams echoed into the stars as the fire consumed her. In the dead of night, Vicky digs frantically, the shovel striking the earth. He glances around, his eyes darting nervously as the crickets chirp and a dog barks in the distance. He heaves Sanjana's remains into the earth beneath his house. In the living room of Sanjana's home, Sanjana's parents face the grim reality of a battered trunk. Before them, a collection of Sanjana's charred and burnt belongings lies exposed, a testament to unimaginable loss. The mother stares into the trunk, her face crumpling as a piercing scream of anguish echoes through the house. In the heart of the village square, Sanjana's parents stand before the mukia, their faces a mask of desperation. They beg for help, their voices trembling with fear and hope. But the mukia remains unmoved. The mukia scoffs, his words cutting through their pleas. "She ran off, got pregnant, got burned. That's what happens when you let girls dream too much." The village air crackles with palpable tension as anger and fear contort the faces of the villagers. Sanjana's parents stand isolated, the collective ire of the village bearing down on them. "This is your fault. She brought shame," a villager cries, the accusation hanging heavy in the air. Under the vast canopy of the banyan tree, Sanjana's mother sits alone in the quiet darkness, clutching the urn filled with ashes. Her knuckles gleam pale against the dark ceramic as she whispers into the night. Her eyes are distant, lost in a world of sorrow as she softly sings a lullaby to the night air. Her mother went mad. The night silence over Veergard village is torn apart by a woman's piercing cries. Her screams echo, traveling through the village on a chilling wind. Villager 2, startled, whispers, "What was that?" Under the watchful gaze of the moon, Veergard village is draped in ominous shadows, stirring unease in the night. A cluster of children, huddled together, their eyes wide with a mix of fear and captivation, break the silence with hushed whispers. A pointing finger pierces the night, drawing all eyes upward. "Look, up there!" The village path lies eerily silent under the night sky, a stark contrast to its usual lively bustle. A distant dog's howl pierces the silence, adding to the growing sense of dread. Bloody footprints stain the dusty ground, facing backwards, a chilling sign of a recent struggle as Villager 3 asks, "What is happening?" Inside the dimly lit village hut, a solitary oil lamp casts long shadows across the room. The mother bursts into the room, her face etched with panic. "My son! Where is my son?" she cries out, her voice filled with desperation. In the heart of the village, a disoriented woman wanders, her glazed eyes betraying a dark possession. The woman wears sindoor in her hair and bridal bangles on her wrists. A villager cries out in recognition. "It's her! It's Sanjana!" Virgad village lies shrouded in darkness, long shadows twisting across the dusty ground. Out of the night, Sanjana emerges, a Chudail formed from shadows and bone. Sanjana had returned. In the darkness of Virgad village, Sanjana's feet are revealed, twisted unnaturally backward. A voice whispers of the impossible. Her feet twisted, backward, wrong. An ominous sign is revealed. Her feet are in a position that defies nature. In Virgad village, Sanjana's figure appears, walking into the night. She moves, each step taking her further into the darkness, yet seemingly closer to the audience. Narrator, VO, she walked toward you, but it looked like she was walking away. Before us, a desolate landscape unfolds, cracked earth forming a spiderweb of despair. Lifeless stalks of wheat stand as skeletal reminders of a cursed harvest. Against the harsh sunlight, a fractured temple bell stands silhouetted, a symbol of a village's doom as the narrator whispers. The village was cursed. Beneath the sprawling banyan tree, a gathering of villagers witnesses a scene of unspeakable horror. The mukhya hangs lifeless, suspended from a thick branch, his body contorted in a grotesque display. A villager cries out in anguish, "Oh God, it's the mukhya!" Etched into the mukhya's skin, a chilling message declares a vengeful return. The words speak of a parent's undying vow. "I have returned." The chilling vow continues. "For my child, for justice." Years drift by, marked by the slow abandonment of Virgad village. The narrator's voice echoes. Years passed, the village emptied. Amidst the desolation, Sanjana's mother remains, a solitary figure amidst the ruins. Beneath the vast canopy of the banyan tree, Sanjana's mother settles, sunlight playfully dancing through the leaves. Her gentle humming fills the air, a lullaby wrapping around her like a comforting embrace. Humming. "Sleep, my child, sleep," she sings, her voice a tender whisper against the backdrop of rustling leaves. Vicky returns to Virgad village with Ria, his face betraying a smirk of disdain as he takes in the familiar sights. Vicky scoffs, a mix of pity and amusement coloring his tone as he remarks, "This village still believes in ghosts?" Ria stands silently beside Vicky, observing the village with a curious expression. The house embraces Vicky and Ria in a shroud of sorrow, the weight of Sanjana's absence palpable. Ria finds bridal bangles resting silently next to her pillow. Ria lifts the bangles, her voice a hushed question. "What are these?" Inside Vicky's house, muddy, backward footprints mark an eerie trail from the entrance to her bed. Vicky enters the room, her eyes widening in disbelief at the sight before her. "What the?" Vicky whispers, her voice a mix of shock and confusion. Ria stands in the room, her movements growing stiff and unnatural. Her eyes glaze over, the light fading from them as a strange stillness takes hold. In a voice not her own, Ria calls out, "Vicky, where are you?" Vicky wakes with a start, bathed in the soft glow of moonlight filtering through the curtains. She stares into the darkness, disbelief etched on her face. In a hushed whisper, Vicky calls out, "Ria!" Vicky sprints through her home, her breath catching in sharp, desperate bursts. She throws open a door, hoping for escape, only to confront the same nightmare, a room consumed by fire. "No, no, this can't be happening," she cries, slamming the door in a futile attempt to rewrite reality. Sanjana stands silently among the charred remains, her veil ghosting around her like a haunting memory. The blood on her dress is stark against the darkness. A chilling vow escapes her lips. "You burned me alive." Her eyes blaze with vengeful fire as she promises, "Now I'll burn you from the inside." Sanjana, feet twisted, drags herself toward Vicky. Vicky screams in terror, screaming. Flames engulf the room, a ravenous inferno devouring all in its path. Vicky is trapped within the fiery inferno with no escape. The narrator somberly states, "The house burned again, this time with Vicky inside." Vicky's house is gone. Only ashes and whispers remain. Amongst the debris, bangles glint, a stark contrast to the blood-stained doll. Villager 6 cries out in despair, "He's gone, just like the others." Virgad village at night is filled with heavy anticipation. Shadows twist in the firelight, painting eerie shapes on the mud walls. Silence blankets the village as Sanjana's voice echoes from the darkness. "I was never the curse, you were." The last words linger, a chilling revelation hanging in the still night air. Amidst the ruins, Sanjana's mother stands silently as smoke weaves around her. Her face, illuminated by the embers, is marked by an eerie calm. A voice echoes, "Sanjana's mother stood outside the ashes of that house. She didn't cry, she smiled." Virgad village lies deserted under the cloak of night, an eerie silence blanketing its empty streets. A massive banyan tree dominates the horizon, its branches twisting like skeletal arms grasping at the darkness. Narrator, VO. They say if you hear anklets at night, never answer. Against the dark, Virgad village, a vibrant red sari flutters wildly in the wind. The narrator's voice echoes through the night. "If you see a bride in red, do not speak." The sari continues to dance in the wind, a silent warning against the night. Virgad village slumbers under the cloak of night. The camera shifts, revealing backward feet. A voice echoes with chilling advice, and above all, never look at her feet. From the dark heart of Virgad village, Sanjana appears, walking from the shadows. The narrator's voice echoes with dread. "Because if they're backward, she's not going away." The chilling promise hangs in the air. She's coming for you. The cursed Virgad village lies silent under the pale moonlight. Crumbling structures stand as silent witnesses to a forgotten tragedy. A chilling wind whispers through the empty streets, carrying tales of despair and desolation. Sunlight bathes a cozy room where young Sanjana, her brow furrowed in concentration, sits among her dolls. With gentle hands, she carefully bandages a doll's arm, her youthful dreams shining in her eyes. Her eyes sparkle with youthful dreams. In the heart of the village, Sanjana finds solace by the ancient well, her youthful spirit touched by the sight of an injured bird. Her small hands offer gentle comfort, her brow furrowed as she assesses the fragile creature. A tender moment of empathy unfolds as she cradles the bird, her eyes reflecting a deep well of compassion. In the heart of a Delhi chawl, the night air vibrates with life as Sanjana sits, a beacon of concentration amidst the chaos. The sounds of the chawl create a cacophony around her, yet she remains steadfast. Her determination shines, a silent promise of triumph against the odds. Bathed in sunlight, Sanjana sits surrounded by towering medical textbooks, her brow furrowed in intense concentration. She pauses, her expression reflecting a deep passion for medicine. Sanjana, lost in her studies, embodies the bright promise of a future healer. Bathed in the warmth of the Delhi sun, Sanjana and Vicky share a moment of unrestrained laughter. Their eyes reflect the carefree spirit of young love, oblivious to the vibrant chaos swirling around them. In the heart of Delhi, they create their own world, a sanctuary of joy amidst the bustling street. In the soft glow of memory, Sanjana dreams peacefully, her closed eyes hinting at the joy within. A subtle smile graces Sanjana's lips, reflecting dreams of a future brimming with warmth and laughter. Bathed in gentle light, Sanjana's dreams weave visions of endless happiness and light-hearted moments. The farmhouse looms in the distance, its desolate appearance hinting at the horror to come for Sanjana. The empty fields around the farmhouse stretch endlessly, mirroring Sanjana's isolation and vulnerability. The wind whispers through the broken windows of the farmhouse, carrying with it a sense of foreboding for Sanjana. Sanjana's face reflects pure terror as the weight of Vicky's betrayal crashes down on her. Her eyes widen in disbelief, the realization of Vicky's deception cutting deep. A wave of betrayal washes over Sanjana as the truth of Vicky's actions becomes undeniable. Virgad village at night, where shadows dance with whispers of fear. An oppressive atmosphere hangs heavy, each breath laced with dread. The cursed village holds its breath, awaiting an unknown horror. In the village cemetery, Sanjana's spirit begins to stir, rising from her grave under the cold, watchful moon. Her form shifts, transforming into a vengeful Chudail, her ethereal presence growing stronger with each passing moment. Against the ancient tombstones, she ascends, a chilling figure of wrath and spectral beauty. Virgad village is cast in darkness, the oppressive night amplifying a palpable sense of dread. Footprints appear on the dusty path, each step a chilling echo of Sanjana's vengeance. A distant dog's howl pierces the silence, a haunting lament echoing through the night. Mukia sits alone, the weight of the night pressing down on him as beads of sweat form on his brow. Shadows twist and turn, morphing into the haunting visage of Sanjana's terrified face. He clutches his chest, each breath a struggle as Sanjana's final moments replay in his mind with brutal clarity. Beneath the vast banyan tree, Sanjana's mother kneels, her face a canvas of sorrow. Tears cascade, nourishing the earth as she clutches a worn photograph, her grief echoing in the wind's whisper. Her silent sobs mingle with the rustling leaves, a haunting symphony of enduring pain. In the dimly lit room, eerie shadows dance across the walls, setting a stage for the unsettling transformation of Ria. Ria stands, but her eyes are devoid of life, replaced by a chilling emptiness that hints at the dark entity now in control. The air crackles with unseen energy as Sanjana, the Chudail, fully takes over Riya, her spirit dominating every movement. The burnt room reeks of smoke and ash as Vicky stands alone amidst the destruction, bathed in an eerie moonlight. His eyes widen in terror as he sees Sanjana, a horrifying spectre born of fire and grief. Sanjana radiates an accusatory aura. The Virgad village is ablaze with the fierce light of revenge, shadows dancing in the night. Flames consume the house, a stark testament to the destruction Sanjana has unleashed. Embers ascend like lost souls, painting the dark sky with the fiery strokes of vengeance. Beneath the expansive night sky, Virgad village rests peacefully, a gentle breeze rustling through the trees. Sanjana's ethereal spirit, a radiant glow, watches over the village. She is a silent guardian, her sacrifice forever etched in the village's memory. Virgad village stands silent, a haunting testament to desolation under the scorching sun. Barren streets stretch into the distance, whispering tales of injustice and betrayal. The deserted village is a somber painting of loss, each abandoned home a brushstroke of sorrow. The Virgad village sleeps, its empty streets echoing with the eerie sound of jingling anklets. The sound of anklets cuts through the stillness, a haunting melody in the dark. A chilling atmosphere descends as the jingling anklets grow louder, hinting at an unseen presence. Virgad village at night is enshrouded in darkness. A flash of red disrupts the gloom, symbolizing Sanjana's lingering essence. The sari dances in the shadows, a vibrant echo in the still night. Under the cloak of night, a lone figure walks away from the Virgad village, her steps echoing in the silent dust. Each grain of dust, illuminated by the moon's faint glow, whispers tales of trials and tribulations. Sanjana's bare feet carry her away, an eternal quest for justice etched into every step.